Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Long time no see. It seems ages since I made a video. Anyway, I'm Louise Nichols. I'm a textile artist and I live in Cornwall. And I thought today I would just give you a little update on some of the projects that I've been working on, some new ideas, and just a little bit of an update really. I think since the last video, I had lots and lots of workshops, didn't I? And also it's been Craft for Crafters in Exeter. Hang on, Jim's here. Let me lift him up. Here it is. I've been at Craft for Crafters as well in Exeter. That was the weekend before Easter. So thank you so much if you came along there, bought a kit, came and had a chat. It was lovely to see you. And then it's been Easter and we've had, my daughter's been back, my son's been back, and we've had a really nice Easter break. So time to get going again, although the weather is beautiful today and I kind of feel I should be outside. I have done a little bit of pottering about outside today, but it's time to start thinking seriously about work. I did do a workshop yesterday, but this is really my first day back in the studio. So I'm going to take you overhead and I'm going to show you all the stuff that's on the table and explain a little bit about it. So I'm going to start off by showing you the new kits that are actually ready. So I can't remember actually if I spoke to you about this in a previous video. Anyway, I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but these were new kits that were ready for Craft for Crafters. So we had the hare and tree, and I did two different colourways for that. So you can see there's a grey and sort of beigey coloured one, and the pink and green one. And they're all ready to go now. So these are the actual kits. So this morning I've been photographing all the different parts, you know, the different bits that go in the kit, so that they'll soon be listed on my online shop, and eventually they'll be in the Etsy shop as well, but primarily in the online shop. And this, I don't know, as I say, I can't remember if I spoke to you about it before, but this was influenced by this new one, which was before Christmas, the leafy Christmas tree with robins. And I really like this. And I just really wanted to do an everyday version. And that's where the hare and tree came from. I am working on a version with a fox as well. I just didn't have it ready for Craft for Crafters. But yeah, very pleased with those. So that's good. And then the other new ones that I've managed to, or what I've managed to finish for Craft for Crafters, were these square ones. So obviously this is a beehive, a stripy cat, and then this one is called Two Little Birds, and they're also ready, all boxed up, and I've been photographing those this morning as well, so they should be in my shop within the next day or two. I want to do more in this range. I'll come to that in a minute, but the hare and the leafy tree, everything is in there to complete the whole panel, your threads, instructions and everything. There's just no hoop included in that one, whereas with these I've included the backing fabric and the wadding and everything, and then I've just made a little loop on the back so you can hang it on the wall. But yeah, I think I've got quite a few ideas, and all the felt, it's all pre-cut in these kits, which makes it a little bit easier if you're somebody who maybe hasn't done a bit of stitching before, or you're not particularly confident with the cutting out of all the shapes. I've pre-cut all the shapes for you in these kits, and there's no machining on here at all, as with the other one. They're all just hand stitched. Anyway, I'm very pleased with those, and I've sold quite a few of them already, which I'm really pleased about. So next, now I'm sure I did talk to you about these daisies, so I thought I'd show you where I've got to with them. So I'm doing 3 different colourways: the pink, the green and the blue. So this is my initial sample here. And then this is my sample that I've started stitching, ready for taking the photographs that go into the kit, into the booklet, the instruction booklet that goes in the kit. So they're the 3 different colorways with that, and this is how far I've got with them. So it's always a slow process putting a kit together. I kind of make a start, and then I don't think I've picked these up for, gosh, quite a few weeks now, just purely because of how busy it's been, and also with it being Easter and having visitors as well. Anyway, I'm looking forward to getting back onto stitching more of this. I've been working on a new heart as well, so this is quite a small heart compared to my old folk heart, and I want to do this sort of purpley colourway as well, and maybe with a bit of red in. This was one of the first samples, but I think it looks quite nice with this extra strip. So this is where the extra strip is on here, but I'm really pleased with that. It's quite simple and just a nice little project with a little hanging, a bit of string there so you can hang it. So, and obviously there are all the colours, they're all my coloured threads that I've used. And I'll probably do, I would imagine, I think it needs another colourway as well. Not pink, I don't think. I'm kind of thinking more maybe yellows, golden yellows. Yeah, anyway, when I next print, I'll print a few colourways and then have a bit of a play with that. So yeah, another idea there. Yesterday, when I was doing a workshop, I was in Cheriton Bishop yesterday and running we didn't have a whole day. It was, we had 4 hours and it was a printing workshop. So I was talking about the process that I use for lino printing. And I don't know if you can see this particularly well because of the light that's shining around. But this is a wreath design on here. So in fact, hang on 1 minute, let me just turn that off for a second. You might get to see that. It's quite bright outside and I can't see if you can see it on my screen, but anyway, I'm hoping you can. I'm going to turn the light back on now. This wreath here is, oh gosh, quite a few years old now, but I really like the idea of it being shaped and making it into a wreath. Now, I drew this one out at the same time as this one, but this one never got finished. And my idea with this was that I would add extra leaves on as well, and it kind of build it out so it was more of a 3D wreath rather than it being sort of completely flat. So I think I'm going to carry on carving this out and print it and see where I end up with it. So that's another idea that's in process at the moment. And then going back to those square designs, the new square kits, I want to do a hair, but I don't want to do this sort of diamond shape. I'm going to bring in some little leaves down at the bottom, so I just need to play about with that. And the other one I've got drawn out is this little dog here. So that's something else I'm going to be playing about with. Hopefully I'll get those carved in the next few weeks and get them printed and then start to have a play with the colours and see how that works. So that's something else. And then I'm just going to bring a pile of stuff over. Now this hanging here, I made this years ago. This is before I started printing. It's probably about, I don't know, 15, 16, 17 years old. I've never finished it, but you can see I've started adding the detail to it with the little birds. And I really like this, and I thought it would make a nice print. I like the stripes on the trunk here. So I have drawn it out. If I can find it. Not going to be able to find it now. Is it in here? Perhaps it's in here. Ah, there we go. So this is my drawing. So I think I'm going to put the birds in, but I can't decide whether to have them as part of the main print or whether they'll be extra little ones that you'll stitch on and add separately. So that's where I've kind of got to with that, but I think that will make a really nice design there too. And that's where that idea came from. And then I've been looking at some more sort of nautical things as well. So this is I don't know if you can see that with all that stuff underneath. Let me move it or put it, there we go, let's put it that way, you can see it then. So some beach huts with the sea here, so that's another idea that I'd like to get carved. This one isn't nautical, but I've been working on this little wheelbarrow. And then also, let's turn that back over. So this would be one that fitted into a hoop again. And so you can see I've kind of been sketching out my sea ideas for the sea at the bottom. And then these are actually from a workshop, a nautical workshop, these little fish. So I'm thinking that then you'd have fish that you can sort of applique on. And again, the idea came from this one, this piece. Okay, I've never really done anything with this. It's a sample for a workshop. I've got these little boats that I printed out as well, but I think that might be a bit too much having the boats. I think this one will just be fish. And you can see here I've got these waves in the background. So yeah, that's oh, and I've got one on a wire. So yeah, so I think oh, some little ones there. Yeah, so something like this that you'd applique on top of the sea. So that's sort of where I've got to with that. And I've just dug out some of my, again, sort of thinking along that more nautical theme. It might be nice to do maybe a panel with fish, and I don't know if any of you are familiar with the nature panel that I do, but it's kind of separated. It's an A3 size and it's separated into different size blocks. And I'm thinking it might be nice to do a nautical one with fish and a crab and boats and that kind of thing. So that's why I've got these nautical images out to sort of have a little play about with. So I'm really trying hard not to, I've got lots and lots of other things I want to be doing, but I'm trying really hard not to sort of overburden myself with too much. I feel that that's quite a lot to be thinking about at the moment. And if I'm not careful, what will happen is I'll get to September and I won't have finished anything at all. And that can be, yeah, a little bit, I feel a bit disappointed with myself if that happens. So I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself to get any more done. I've got a couple of new workshop ideas I'm working on actually, but they're separate, and I will talk to you about those another time, but they really are very basic at the moment, so nothing much to show you there. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that little catch up. It's a bit brief, this one. I will be back with another video. It won't be as long in between this time. So again, it's just the way it's fallen with being so busy and then having Craft for Crafters and it being Easter. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.